Hello! I hope you all are doing well. It has been a long time since I've uploaded a video, and it's the same story it was last time. I'm still waiting for better internet. I think my internet company is delayed by 1.5 years at this point, and so I'm trying my best to be patient, and I'm uploading very occasionally. And until things improve with my internet, I cannot upload on a regular basis. It's unfortunately one of the drawbacks to living in the country where I do. A couple other things I want to say and get out of the way is this is an unedited video, and when I get to 1,000 subscribers, I will hire an editor. So in the meantime, you're gonna have to deal with my inability to be tech savvy and edit videos. And so that means if you subscribe, I'll get to 1,000 subscribers quicker and we can have better videos then. So until then, bear with me. The other thing is, yes, I am aware that the videos I upload are generally not the best angle because I'm using my phone right now and it's too difficult for me to look at the camera on my phone when it's sideways. So for now, I need my phone to be upright, but again, when I get to 1,000 subscribers, I will get a camera as well, and so my filming will improve in that way too. Anyways, so please subscribe, give this video a like or a thumbs down, I don't really care. Also, I just want to say, be kind in the comment section, please. You're allowed to have an opinion, but don't attack. Don't just be rude for the sake of being rude. Please be really aware of what you're writing in the comments. All right, moving on. Onto the subject at hand. I think I discovered Mike Maeshiro. I'm sorry if I'm botching your name, Mike. Probably 4 or 5 years ago. He visited a church in Washington that I would attend occasionally. I do not live in Washington, but I heard good things about the church, so I would make quite a bit of a drive to visit this church on occasion, and I did like it, actually. There were a lot of good things about it, but then some things happened and I left, and honestly, I haven't connected into a church since then. So I've been out of church for I think 3 years at this point. But anyways, even though I left the church, sorry, my nose itches. I continued to listen to Mike's teachings from time to time, and I really thought he was really right on. I thought this guy is a discerner. He really hears from the Holy Spirit, and he really teaches from a place of wisdom and of a deep knowing and assurance in his relationship with the Holy Spirit. And I still believe that. And I know that we can only say so much about a person that we know personally, but based on the teachings that I've listened to by Mike and also listening to his podcasts, I thought, I relate to this guy a lot. And now that I've been on the evangelical deconstruction journey for really honestly 15 years at this point, and now that he's been deconstructing a lot of religious stuff he's been taught, I related to him even more. Recently, he released a podcast coming out as gay. And first of all, I want to say that hearing his testimony, it really made me cry, because I really related to how he hears from God, and I've heard from God in some very similar ways, and it really just validated and reassured me that I might be on the right track in my relationship with God. And specifically in terms of Mike's testimony of coming out as gay, it really confirmed to me that as I've prayerfully prayed through what it means as a follower of Jesus to love the LGBT community, that it looks very, very different than what a lot of organized religion, not just Christians, have done to that community. And I got to a place a couple years ago where, as I prayed to God and really talked to God about this, my heart became filled with a lot of empathy and compassion, and I just started to see this community with Jesus's love. And I realized that in my what I believe God told me is that we owe this community an apology. And I saw how homosexuals and bisexuals and trans people have been misjudged and marginalized by the community. They've been rejected and they've been condemned. And I do want to say that I will go into detail about this more in another video, but this is more specifically about Mike right now. I just want to say to Mike that you are loved, you are accepted, and I know that you're hearing from God. I know you hear from God. I know you're a discerner. I know you have an authentic relationship with the Divine Trinity, with the Holy Spirit. And I really just see and believe that you are going to have a great impact in advocating for the LGBT community and bringing them into acceptance. And it isn't so much about us all agreeing with each other. It's that no matter what you believe about homosexuality and being trans and these alternative sexual preferences, is that we learn to love each other regardless. And that's what my heart is at this point and what I'm praying for. And so to those of you religious people who have an interpretation of the Bible that from my study at this point is not correct, and that, again, I'll go into more detail about this in another video, that being gay listed as a sexual sin in the Bible. I have heard all those scriptures before. I have heard your comments before, and honestly, I used to say it myself, and Mike, for that, I am very sorry. I know in my heart of hearts what I believed back since I was in Bible college about the Bible, but it was so ingrained in me from the religious community to be a biblical literalist, and we have to read it for what it says, and that if you question anything in the Bible, you're wrong, and it just was so ground into me that I essentially lost sight of what I believe at my core, where the Holy Spirit lives. And again, I will go into details about the Bible and what I believe about it in another video. But all that to say, God supernaturally changed my heart towards the LGBT community, and I wholeheartedly believe they need to be accepted. We need to advocate for equality for them. And so, Mike, I just want to say I stand with you. And you all, I hope this video made sense. I will be sharing other videos on these topics in the future, and it will make more sense as we go along. So, as I said before, please be respectful in the comment section. And if you write a hateful comment about homosexuals or say things like God doesn't love them, God hates them, God's sending them to hell, all these condemning phrases, I will delete your comment. That will not be tolerated here. If you want to make a comment that's constructive criticism, asking questions, coming from a place of love and kindness, I don't mind that at all. People are allowed to have their opinions. But if we could all just love and show kindness, I would really, really appreciate it. That is all for now. Again, love you, Mike. Take care. Bye. Mwah.